I almost didn't check the cameras that night. I was exhausted. The kind of tired where your eyes burn and your body feels heavy. I had just collapsed onto my bed, phone still in my hand, ready to pass out. But something, I don't know what, made me open the app. It took longer than usual to load. That was the first thing that felt off. 4 little squares popped up on my screen. I knew those feeds better than I knew my own reflection. Every shadow, every angle. But something wasn't right. I stared at the kitchen feed. It hit me. The refrigerator was on the wrong side. I sat up straight. No, that wasn't possible. In the feed, the fridge was on the right side. In real life, it had always been on the left. Always. I've lived here for years. I checked another camera. The hallway, that's when the feeling got worse. The small wooden table where I dropped my keys, gone. The wall where my grandfather's photo hangs, empty. Everything else looked right. Just missing things. Or maybe rearranged. I got up immediately. Kitchen first. Fridge on the left, exactly where it should be. Hallway. Table there, keys on it. Photo on the wall, normal. Everything was completely normal. I just stood there for a second, trying to calm myself down. See? I muttered, you're just tired. I went back to my room, looked at the app again. Still wrong. The fridge was back on the right. That's when my hands started shaking. I contacted support. After about 10 minutes, someone actually responded. Hi, this is Derek. How can I help you tonight? I explained everything. There was a pause. Then he replied, Sir, are you saying your live feed doesn't match your home? He asked me to reset the cameras. Full system reset. I followed the steps. The feeds went dark. My screen was completely black. Then one by one, the cameras came back online. Kitchen. Fridge on the left. Hallway. Table back. Everything normal again. It was just a glitch, I told him. Yeah, Derek replied. Sometimes signal mix-ups can cause unusual visuals. I woke up at exactly 2:03 a.m. No noise. Just awake. The room felt different. Too quiet. You ever feel like something is wrong? I grabbed my phone. I don't know why I opened the app again. Just did. The feeds loaded instantly this time. Then I looked at the hallway, and my entire body went cold. There was someone standing there. A man, tall, completely still, facing directly toward the camera, like he knew exactly where it was. I couldn't see his face clearly. The resolution was too grainy. He didn't move, just stood there, watching. Then slowly, very slowly, he lifted his arm. His hand moved closer to the camera. Closer, closer, and then the screen went black. I dropped my phone. I called the police. They arrived in about 15 minutes, longest 15 minutes of my life. I just sat there, staring at the door. They searched everything, every room, closets, under the beds, nothing. No one. One of them checked the doors. Your back door is unlocked. I froze. No, I said immediately. I lock it every night. He just looked at me. The next morning, I opened the app again. Went to the recorded footage. 2:03 a.m. Hallway camera. I played it. Empty. No man. No movement. No hand covering the camera. Nothing. I replayed it again and again. Same result, like it never happened. Then I noticed something. At exactly 2:03 a.m., there was a single frame glitch. Just one. Barely noticeable. I paused it. Zoomed in. The hallway was wrong again. The table was gone. And at the end of the hall, there was a shape. tall, standing. I unplugged the cameras that morning. All of them. I haven't used them since. But sometimes, I still feel it, like something is watching me. Not from outside, but from somewhere inside the house, standing perfectly still, waiting. And the worst part, I don't think it ever needed the cameras. I think that was just the only time I was able to see it. The first time it happened, I thought it was a bug. My phone buzzed on the nightstand, lighting up the dark room. I remember squinting at it, half asleep. The caller ID made me pause. "You're self-mobile." I actually laughed. "Nice," I muttered. "New scam trick." I declined it and rolled over, already forgetting about it. At the time, it didn't feel important. It's old AB. The second night, it happened again, same time. 3:04 a.m. The room was completely silent when my phone lit up again. That same name. Your self-mobile. That's when it stopped being funny. I stared at it longer this time. Let it ring. 5 rings. 6. 7. I picked up. "Hello." Static. Just flat. Empty static. No movement. No voice. Nothing human in it. Then the call dropped. I sat there for a minute, phone still in my hand, listening to the silence that followed. Then I did what everyone does. I Googled it. Turns out, it's a thing. Number spoofing. Scammers fake your own number. I even found a thread on Reddit where people described the exact same thing. Same caller ID. Same weird timing. Same static. That help it. It made it normal. Explainable. The third night, I woke up before the phone even rang. No reason. Just suddenly awake. And then my phone buzzed. 3:04 a.m. I answered immediately. "Hello?" Static again. But not the same. This time, it wasn't empty. There was something underneath it. A faint sound. Breathing. Slow. Controlled. Like someone trying not to be heard. My grip tightened on the phone. "Hello?" I said again, quieter this time. The breathing stopped instantly, dead silence. Then a voice. Low. Distorted. It said one word, "Run." I told my sister the next morning. She didn't take it seriously. "It's a prank," she said. "Someone cloned your number. It happened. Just block it." Simple. Logical. Normal. So I tried. I opened my contacts, found my own number. Hit block. My phone didn't let me. There wasn't even an option. That should have been enough to tell me something was wrong. But I ignored it. 4th night. I didn't sleep. I just lay there, staring at the ceiling, waiting. 3:04 a.m., right on time. My phone lit up. I watched it ring. 1, 2, 3. I didn't move. 4, 5. My chest felt tight. 6, 7. 7. Silence filled the room again. Then my phone buzzed again. A voicemail. From myself. I just stared at it. Didn't touch it. Eventually, I pressed play. For the first 30 seconds, nothing. Just faint static. Then my voice. Clear. Perfect. It said, "He's been outside your window every night. You just haven't looked." I dropped my phone. It slipped right out of my hand onto the bed. I didn't look at the window. I couldn't. Every instinct told me not to turn my head, not to check. because the moment I did it would become real. Eventually, I forced myself to move. Slowly, carefully. I turned my head toward the window. Dark. Empty. Nothing there. I looked down through the glass at the fire escape outside. That's when I saw them. Footprints, pressed into the thin layer of frost. Fresh. Large. Too large to be mine, and they weren't going away from the window. They were coming toward it every morning after that. For 3 weeks, I checked the fire escape, and every morning, the frost was disturbed. I stopped going near the window, stopped opening the curtains, stopped sleeping properly. Sometimes, late at night, I still wake up at 3:04. No sound at all, but I can feel it right outside the window, perfectly still. Like it's waiting for something. Waiting for me to look again. My neighbor, Mrs. Aldine, was 71 years old and lived alone. She was the kind of person you don't really notice at first, until you realize she's always been there. Every morning at exactly 8 a.m., she would open her curtains. Not around 8, not sometime in the morning. Exactly 8 a.m. I know that because my kitchen window faced directly toward hers, and I'd see it happen while making coffee. Every evening, around 5, she'd close them again. Same routine. Every single day. For 3 years. I never spoke to her much. Just the occasional nod, a small wave. But her routine became comforting in a strange way. Predictable. Reliable. Normal. Until one Tuesday in November, when the curtains didn't open. I noticed it, but I didn't think much of it. People sleeping. People leave town. People break routines sometimes. It happens. So I ignored it. Wednesday morning. Still closed. That's when I felt it. That small, quiet feeling in your chest that tells you something isn't right. But I pushed it away. She's probably visiting family, I told myself. Or she just forgot. By Wednesday evening, I had almost convinced myself it didn't matter. Then I saw her. There was a gap in the curtains, not wide, maybe 6 inches at most. Just enough to see through, and she was standing right there in that gap, perfectly centered, facing outward. I froze for a second, then lifted my hand and waved. No reaction. She didn't wave back, didn't nod, didn't move at all. I stood there for a few seconds, waiting, feeling slightly awkward. Maybe she didn't see me, I muttered. The lighting was different in the evening. That had to be it. I went back to my chores. But something about it stayed with me. Thursday morning, the curtains were still closed. And she was there again. Same gap, same position, same stillness. I was at the sink doing dishes, but I couldn't stop glancing over. Once, twice, 10 times, 20. In the entire time I stood there. She didn't move once, not even slightly. No shift in posture, no turn of the head, nothing. It didn't feel like someone standing there. It felt like something placed there. That's when it stopped feeling normal. I went over that afternoon, knocked on her door. Mrs. Aldine, no answer. I knocked again. Louder this time. Still nothing. I pressed my ear lightly against the door. Silence. No footsteps. No movement. No TV. Nothing. I felt that same tightness in my chest again. I went downstairs and told the building super. He barely reacted. Saw her earlier this week, he said. She's fine, but she's not answering. She's old. He shrugged. Probably sleeping. That was it. He didn't check. Didn't come up. Didn't seem concerned at all. And for some reason, that made it worse. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about the way she stood there, perfectly still like say was NT, even breathing. Harund unoham, I got up to get water. The apartment was dark and quiet. I walked into the kitchen, filled a glass, and without thinking, looked toward her window. I wish I hadn't. She was there. Same gap, same position, but this time there were no lights on behind her. Just darkness. Pure black. And her shape standing inside it. Watching. Something dropped in my stomach so hard it felt physical. I stood there frozen, glass still in my hand, staring, waiting for movement. Any movement. There was none. She didn't shift, didn't blink, didn't breathe. And then this thought hit me. If there are no lights on, how can I see her? I didn't sleep after that. I sat in my room until morning, lights on, trying not to think. At 7 a.m., I checked again. Curtains still closed. No gap this time. No figure. Nothing. At exactly 8 a.m., they didn't open. That's when I called for a welfare check. The police arrived about an hour later. 2 officers knocked on her door. No answer. They forced it open. I stood in my kitchen, watching everything from my window, heart pounding in my chest. A few minutes passed. Then one of them stepped out and spoke quietly into his radio. Something about his posture told me everything. They found Mrs. Aldine in her bedroom. She had passed away on Monday evening, around 7 p.m. 2 days before, I saw her standing in that window. I tried to explain what I saw. The gap in the curtains. The way she stood there. The fact that I saw her Wednesday night. Thursday morning. Thursday night. They Inoide. And then they gave me explanations, reflections, shadows from passing cars, maybe something hanging near the curtain, a coat, a mannequin, something like that, something explainable, something normal. I wanted to believe them. I really did. But I know what I saw. The gap in the curtains was real. The figure was real. It was the right height. The right shape, standing exactly where she would have stood, and it wasn't random. It was consistent, precise, intentional. But the part that still keeps me awake, the part I can't explain, is this. Every time I looked at that window, I felt something. Not fear, not at first. Awareness. Like whatever was standing there knew I was watching. I don't spend time in my kitchen anymore. I don't stand at that sink. And I never look at that window for more than a second. Because sometimes late at night, when the lights are off and everything is quiet, I feel it again. That same awareness, that same presence. Like something is still standing there, in that exact spot, behind a gap that isn't there anymore, perfectly still. Watching the street, watching the building, watching. Me, and the worst part, I don't think it was ever trying to pretend to be her. I think it was just using the only place I was already looking. I worked the overnight stocking shift at a grocery store for 2 years. The store closed at midnight. My shift started at 1. By the time I arrived, the place was always empty, lights dimmed, music off. Just the hum of refrigerators, and the occasional buzz of a faulty fluorescent light. At least, that's what I thought. About 8 months in, I started noticing small things. The break room coffee would sometimes be warm when I got there. Not hot, not fresh, just recently warm, like someone had poured it not long before I arrived. I mentioned it once to my coworker, Jay. He shrugged. Day crew probably left it on. That made sense. So, he let it go. Then I started finding wrappers, granola bars, chips, small stuff, always in the back stockroom, always tucked behind boxers, like someone didn't want them to be found. I brought it up to my manager. He didn't seem concerned. Teenagers sneak in sometimes, he said. Happens before closing. We deal with it. That explanation felt lazy, but I didn't push it. Then one night, everything changed. I was in the very back of the stockroom, moving a pallet. I saw something behind the industrial shelves. At first I thought it was just trash. Then I stepped closer. It was a blanket. Old, gray, folded neatly. Not thrown, not forgotten. Placed. Right next to it was a plastic bag. Inside a phone charger, a toothbrush, a change of clothes. My stomach dropped immediately. This wasn't someone sneaking in. Someone was living here, sleeping there, watching this place every night, maybe watching me. I didn't stay there long. I went straight to get my manager. We were gone maybe 4 minutes. When we came back, everything was gone. The blanket. The bag, every single trace of it. Gone. The stockroom only had one entrance. We had been standing near it the entire time. There was no way anyone could have come in or out without passing us. My manager searched the whole room. Nothing. He looked at me like I was imagining things, like I'd made it up, but I knew what I saw. After that, I started paying attention differently. The store didn't feel empty anymore. Some nights, I'd hear something in the ceiling. The crawl space above the stockroom. At first, I told myself it was pipes, air ducts, old building noises. Then, one night, I heard it move. Not a creak, not settling. Movement. Slow, heavy, deliberate. It dragged from one end of the crawl space to the other, directly above me. And it didn't stop. It followed me, step for step, aisle to aisle. Wherever I went, it stayed above me. I didn't finish my shift. I grabbed my bag and walked out. Didn't run. Didn't look back. Just left. When I came back, I asked around. One of the older employees got very quiet when I mentioned it. She said it wasn't the first time. Every few years, someone figures out how to stay hidden in the building. Then she said something I haven't been able to forget. The last time it happened, they never found the person. They just stopped hearing the sounds. I quit the following week. Sometimes I still think about that crawl space. How long someone could stay hidden above you, watching. Waiting. Story 2. It was there before me. I need to be very clear about the timeline. Last October, I went on a solo hiking trip. Remote trail. No signal. Just me, my gear, and miles of forest. I brought a trail camera. Moshe activated. Timestamped. I set it up facing my campsite each night, just in case. Night 3 felt different. The forest was too quiet. No insects. No distant movement. Just silence. I kept waking up, like something was wrong, but I couldn't see it. Before sunrise, I packed up and left early. When I got home, I checked the footage. Then night 3, 3:38 a.m. There was something in the frame, a figure, standing at the edge of the clearing, facing my tent, 3:41 a.m. Closer. 10 feet closer, but it wasn't the worst part. There was another folder. Same date, but earlier timestamps, 6:47 p.m. The figure, standing in the middle of the clearing, facing the exact spot where my tent would be, 7:58 p.m. Standing exactly where I later set up camp, looking down, like it was waiting, 8:40 p.m. Gone. I arrived at 8:45. 5 minutes later, I set up my tent in that exact spot, whatever that thing was. It was there before me. It stood exactly where I would sleep. And it left, right before I arrived. I don't go hiking anymore. I keep thinking about how long it had been there, waiting. in the place it had already chosen for me.